Three Little Pigs.
Once upon a time, there was an elderly mother pig with 3 young pigs and little food. She sent them out into the world to seek their fortunes when they were old enough.
Remember,
She said,
whatever you do, do it the best you can and always be prepared for challenges.
The first little pig was very lazy. He quickly found some straw and decided to build his house with it.
This will do.
He thought. He finished his house in no time and then went off to play. The second little pig wasn't as lazy, but he didn't want to spend too much time on the house. He found some sticks and thought,
This will do.
so he built his house of sticks and was soon done. The third little pig walked on and on and on. Finally, he found a pretty area of land by a stream. It was the perfect place to build his house. The third little pig was very hard-working and cautious. He decided to build his house with bricks. He drew plans. He bought the best bricks he could find, and finally, after weeks of hard work, he stood back and admired his beautiful new home. Then one day, the hungry big bad wolf came across the first little pig resting in his house of straw. He went to the first pig's house of straw, knocked on the door and said,
Little pig, let me come in. But the first little pig replied,
No, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin.
Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in.
growled the wolf. He huffed and puffed, and with a mighty breath, he blew the straw house down. The first little pig ran as fast as he could to his brother's house of sticks. The wolf then went to the second pig's house of sticks, peeked from the window and said,
Little pig, let me come in.
but the second little pig replied,
No, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin.
Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in.
snarled the wolf. He huffed and puffed, and with a stronger breath, he blew the stick house down. The 2 little pigs ran as fast as they could to their brother's house of bricks. The wolf, now very angry and even hungrier, followed them to the third pig's house of bricks. He knocked on the door and said,
Little pig, let me come in.
but the third little pig, who was not afraid, replied,
No, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin.
Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in.
roared the wolf. He huffed and puffed again, but no matter how hard he tried, the brick house stood firm. The wolf was furious. He decided to try and get into the house through the chimney, but the third little pig was very clever. He quickly put a large pot of boiling water over the fireplace. When the wolf climbed down the chimney, he fell straight into the pot of boiling water. He howled in pain and leapt out of the pot, then ran away from the house as fast as he could, never to return. As for the pigs, they lived happily ever after in their house made of bricks. They never ever saw the big bad wolf again. The end.
Like and subscribe.